Hi, I'm Rinda.
I'm Jim.
We're Heartiness Approach. We have been on a little mini vacation because this is not a green screen.
Yeah, I put my hand right through it. And it's still there. So.
And we have had so much fun this weekend, and so we're just
How much fun?
So much.
How do you measure so? So big?
With the hands going out like this. It's so big. We are in Salt Lake, and City.
Not the lake.
We are not in the lake. No. We had to bring food and know what to eat and know what to purchase. And so I'll give you a rundown of what we've done. So the first day we got some pasture-raised organic chicken thighs to cook. And what did we do wrong?
We had somewhere to go after we'd eaten some, and we didn't put them away.
We left the others out, so when we got back after 4 hours, we had to throw them away. No, I think it was more like 6 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was too long. Too long.
But what we discover with the way that we're eating is that we have to eat that way no matter what. And every day we're peeling that onion back.
But it's one of the 10-to-1 situations. If you do 10 things wrong and one thing right, how's it go? If you do one thing wrong, you have to do 10 things right to make up for it. Pretty hard to do when it comes to eating 3 times a day.
Yesterday we went to Sprouts, which we don't have any of those stores where we live, and I talked to the butcher and talked to him about getting a good steak because we are really into increasing our protein for increasing our amino acids, which will increase our mood and cravings. He wants me to look at you. And so as I talked to the butcher, I could see that it was $17.99 a pound for this ribeye. And I said, so which one is good? And he goes, well, I think this one's the best one, and it's a little bigger, thicker cut, but he says, you will not go wrong with this. It wasn't until he packaged the whole thing up and I'm standing there showing Jim, and I looked down at the price and I went, oh! It was $29 for a steak that was big enough for both of us, actually big enough for 2 meals for both of us. But yeah. So, but he assured me it was going to be amazing. Jim, was it amazing?
The flavor was fantastic.
The flavor. How much did we throw away?
A lot.
Because of gristle and fat. No. It was unbelievable. Not gristle.
Not fat.
Not
gristle.
Gristle. Because I ate the fat. The fat was good.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Half of it, I think.
Yeah.
It was really sad. So I trusted this guy, and I'm not saying he did anything wrong. It was just, but it was very good. I am reading a book right now, which I will be right back and show you. Talk to the people. What did he say while I was gone?
You're going to be polite about that, aren't you?
This is my newest book I am reading from my class. It is, I highly recommend it to all of you. It's written in lay terms, but it's for clinicians. It's by Julia Ross. You can see down below in the show notes how to get it. It's a $28 book. I got it for 12 something, I'm pretty sure, on Amazon. But I'm reading it right now because it's talking about how to get rid of cravings, not only for addictions with drugs, but also with food. And it's pretty amazing, and it has to do with your body lacking certain amino acids because of the food that we eat on a regular basis, people in general, the SAD diet.
And knowing that there are not 10 or 11 essential amino acids.
Yeah, there's 20 amino acids and 9 or 11, I can't remember, that are essential that you have to...
That your body
cannot make.
It can't fabricate from other foods you eat. You have to ingest something that is going to have all the components to build these amino acids.
I am so excited about this book that when I'm finished with my master's, I'm going over there and get the training from her to be a clinician with her certification. That's how strong I feel about this.
Yeah,
That's what I'm going to build my practice around.
For example, one of the benefits that she talks about with these amino acids, specific ones, is that people who have cravings, when they give them the supplement of this, is it a combination or just one amino acid?
One amino, well, two of them, one of them is a combination, one of the others are
Okay. Before they leave the clinic, meaning that day, they've ingested it and it starts to work, their cravings begin to dissipate. They can notice it immediately.
And it's all because of natural amino acids in our body. Way complicated for me to explain to you right now, but super excited about it. Super excited about it. So that's why we went out and got a steak last night, because we wanted to get real grass-fed, and by the way, it was a grass-fed, real grass-fed protein to be able to put into our body. I feel so strongly about our health that as good as we have been eating for the last 12 and a half years, we have to change even more. And it does come back to peeling the onion. And that our health isn't where it needs to be long term. That we're still not where we want to be. And so that's why I keep searching and looking and enjoying what I'm learning and sharing it with my clients at work and sharing it with you guys and sharing it with each other. It's just such an amazing experience to be able to eat really good food and do that. We had sweet potatoes, we had kale and spinach. When we went to the place we're going to tell you about in a minute, we went there, we took a big container of oranges and apples and berries and turkey that was from our turkey and cheese, and then we had almonds, and we were able to eat that and stay on task, stay where we need to be.
Yep.
So super important. So today we went to, I'll just hold it up.
You don't have to hold up this part, but this part right there.
Today we went to Roots Tech, and if anybody's followed Relative Race, we
The backpack was from Relative Race.
We met the people from Relative Race. It was really kind of fun.
Yeah.
But the highlight of the day
For us, probably for a few others,
was the keynote speaker, which was Emmett Smith. Oh my word, first of all, what an incredible speaker.
Yes, very good speaker.
And second of all, he talked about something that I myself have been really knowing in the back of my mind I needed to do, and that was having goals, setting them out.
Well, not just goals. I mean, these were like significant goals. Something almost audacious.
When I'm 7 years old, someday I'm going to play for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. But those were his kinds of goals, and he achieved them. Well, not all of us are Emmett Smiths, but the point was, don't be bashful about your goals. Don't be timid about your goals. If there's something you really want to do, make it a goal. Stop wishing about it. Write it down. Make a plan. Make it happen. You can do it. And that's what he was talking about.
That's what he was talking about. And he was dynamic. He was amazing. He was humble.
Yep.
He was. He gave all the credit to God and his hard work.
Well,
but he had the ability to do the hard work.
If you're not willing to work hard, God's not going to help you achieve a whole bunch. It's just not going to happen.
That's true. He talked about how many times he was humbled, and he was just an amazing speaker. As he spoke, I thought about the goals that Jim and I are headed towards right now, and I realized that there are people on here. We have had viewers who have said, "You guys have blown it. You're too old. You'll never get anywhere. Stop trying." Seriously, we've had that.
I don't know if they said stop trying, but that was the message that came across
Sure
with
was.
it. I mean, what other conclusion could you draw from what they said?
We had one of those amongst 1,000 good ones, but that one stuck into our hearts.
Yeah.
So
I mean, what's the alternative when you hear something like that? I'm not about to quit.
No.
No matter how behind I am, no matter how many mistakes I've made, I'm like most other people, but I don't want to quit.
Who's most other people?
I'm not like, I am like most other people. I have made mistakes.
Got it.
And I'm willing to admit it.
Got it.
But I'm not going to lay down and say, I give up. I'm a loser. I'm not going to do that. Not going to happen. It's time to pick it up and keep going.
You guys, I wanted to tell you about some of our amazing goals, and we've told you a little bit that he's got his business he's putting together for insurance. Yep. And he's going to school constantly for that, and taking classes and certifications and building his database and being successful.
Yep.
And I am doing my master's in holistic nutrition, and then I'm going to get certified in this. And it's not quackery. That's why I love it. It's real health.
Yeah, she's been doing it since the 80s, 70s?
She's been doing trying to help people with addiction since the 70s. They've done this program since 1985.
Okay.
And they have 50 pages in the back with scientific studies.
A lot of research has gone into what they're doing by very well trained scientists. So it's good stuff.
We are working really hard on our debt snowball. By the end of this coming week, we will have 2 more good sized ones paid off. 0. It'll be amazing. And we're just chugging along at it. And it feels so good. I think for the first time, we just have this amazing goal. And it doesn't matter that we're in our 60s and finally got it together.
Yeah.
We got it together. We know what we're going to do. And it still involves a homestead. What we don't know is where that homestead is going to be. We have 2 different places we're looking at, and we're not worried about that right now. We feel like either we'll know exactly where it needs to be by the end, or the Lord will help us know where it needs to be by the end. Right now we're working on our present goals.
Well, and those goals include being ready in several ways. One of the ways being that financially, when we do it, we're not going to have this ginormous mortgage that is a noose around our neck. We can't lease. That doesn't work out. But we need to own, and we need to not be having huge payments going to it, because, as everybody knows, whether your homestead is fully stocked and ready to go, or you have to be building infrastructure along the way, it's an expensive proposition. There's a lot that goes into it, not just blood, sweat, and tears, but a lot of cash gets involved.
We also know we've gone from, well, maybe we'll just live in town, to, no, we absolutely cannot do that and eat the way we want to eat.
Yeah.
For us. So we are going to help Tim and Connie, if we ever get to stay home, with their homestead this summer. Jim has, prepped the greenhouse, but it's time to get a lot more done.
Yeah, well, that time's coming. I mean, growing time is ready to happen.
Yeah, so growing your own food, raising your own food, that is not an option for us.
Right.
And that is...
that said, here in a couple of weeks, we have some chicks showing up.
Yes, we do.
Yep. In fact, this week, Tim and I will be picking up the feed for that.
In Oregon?
Yep.
Are you going to Oregon?
That's what we're doing.
They're going to Oregon to pick up feed. Did you talk to her?
Yes.
Wow.
She's sending an invoice right now.
Give a plug. This
is for Union Point Feeds in Brownsville, Oregon. It's a small mill, 100% organic, non-GMO, of course, and excellent recipes for.
We used them when we were there.
Right.
And
no
so
corn,
we've been in their factory.
No soy.
Yeah.
So
it's really nice. We're very excited to do that. So our goal is that we will ultimately live on a homestead. I will have clients and teach my clients how to
get healthy.
How to get healthy.
I mean, overcome the addictions.
And if we need to we'll have a CSA where we have an intern who helps provide the food for our clients, and you will have your insurance business along with the homestead, and that is it. We are not about to lay over and die.
Nope.
I used to have all our residents when we were managing the independent living say, just don't get old. I know you've heard me say this before. The alternative is that we die now. So we're not going to get old.
But I think when they said don't get old, they meant don't get old and decrepit, not able to do stuff.
So the way we're doing that is taking care of our bodies.
Right. Eating right, exercising, reducing our stress. How do I get 4 of them up there?
And a homestead.
Having a homestead. So that we can do the work and produce the food that has the qualities in it.
Speaking of exercise, I have shin splints. I've done so much walking in Salt Lake this week.
Well, we parked our car and walked.
We did. So it felt good. This wasn't a cooking one. We didn't demonstrate stuff, but we hope we've given you a desire to eat good food and set some goals that's never out of reach for you to be able to do that. Thanks for watching.